Good morning, folks. This is Jared at Fluty Homestead. Thought I'd give you a little update on the cows, and I've got a question for you. I want to walk around this little hill real quick, and I want to show y'all something, and you tell me if it is what I think and hope it is. I've been doing some research on elderberries, and you know elderberries supposed to be like a superfood and stuff, loaded with all kinds of good stuff. And I ordered two from a woman on Etsy, and they're supposed to be delivered. But I got thinking after looking at pictures that I may have some wild ones here. So I want to show you these. And you all tell me if you think these are elderberries or if it's something else. Okay, right here on the edge of my driveway, I've got about 4 of these, I think. This is the smallest one. There's one down on the edge of the pasture that's really big and bushy. But look at these right here. I didn't know what they was last year. When I built this road through here, I just noticed them, and they bloomed, the big white blooms. And I thought at first it was a hemlock, but it's not. And if you see the bark, let it focus in. The bark on them is a little bumpy bark, and I read that is a sure tail of the elderberry. That's the kind of bark it gets. And then this one is starting to get leaves on it, and they're the little serrated leaves starting. So I'm 99% sure that I have got some wild elderberries here. When I seen these blooming last year, I thought I wanted to kill them all because I thought that they was that poison hemlock or something they call it, because there was a little girl, the fairly local, that got really sick from that poison hemlock. And I was afraid we had that, and I was afraid Finley and the girls would get into it. But obviously this is not the poison hemlock. This is more of a tree. You know, this is a bush stalk. So I'm 99% sure that I've got me some good wild elderberries. So y'all let me know if you've got them. This one is kind of straggly looking. Whenever the cows come in here and we pushed the road through here, it got damaged some, but I didn't know what it was. But the other one I've got is really nice, big, round, bushy. Looks really good. So I'll probably plant the other ones out here along the driveway somewhere too. I ordered two varieties so they would pollinate, but these being wild, probably didn't have to have, if these are wild elderberries, they probably would have pollinated with these. Here's the other bush that I believe is elderberry. You can see this one's nice and bushy, and it's got the same bark, and it's got a lot more limbs on this one. But it's a nice looking bush. Well, the consensus is in on this cow. Everybody said, the majority of people said, since the last bull was named Vern, that this one needs to be named Ernest after Jim Varney. So that's what we'll go with. I'll start calling him Ernest. And now we'll have to name this little girl. All right, I showed you those bushes that I think are wild elderberries. And I have here 2 little sprouts that I ordered from Etsy. I got these from Yellowberry. I think they're Yellowberry Farms, something like that. But this is, you need 2 varieties, they say, to pollinate and produce the most. So this variety is called Adam, and this little guy is called John. So we're going to plant them up here on the bank, kind of behind my cellar. This little patch here is some pretty good soil here, and it's just a native hillside dirt, and it seems to be pretty fertile. And it's in the same similar dirt that the other ones are growing in the wild. So I'm hoping they'll do pretty good right here. And I can get to them pretty easy, keep them trimmed around, and I can watch them from my porch. So we're going to give them a shot right here. So took a mattock and just dug me a little hole. We're going to pop these babies in the ground. Well, like everywhere else, when you dig a hole here, you hit a rock. My great aunt said that this little hillside I live on, they used to call the Rocky Knob. And they used to plant sugar cane up here, she said, and corn. But this little flat right where the house is was the cane patch. And anyway, The Rocky Knob lives up to its name every time. But we're going to plant, I guess we'll plant Adam first. Adam was always been first at things since the beginning of time. So we'll put old Adam here in the hole first. Move his little tag up here so I can remember things. I'll water him in here good in a little bit. That tag ain't cooperating with me. And I've got some old composted dirt down there. I'll probably bring me a shovel full up here later and put around him. So there's old Adam in the ground. I'm gonna plant John about 12 feet up this way. What are you doing?